What up, guys? It's Josiah here. Today we're reading Chapter 5 of Walk to Moons, Damsel in Distress. Let's begin. At this point in my story about Phoebe, Graham said, I knew someone like Phoebe once. Phoebe, I said. Yes, that's right. I knew someone like Phoebe, only her name was Gloria. Gloria lived in the wildest, most pepped-up world. A scary one, but scales more interesting than my own. Graham said, I remember Gloria. She was the one who told you not to marry me. She's the one who said I would be your ruination. Shoo, Graham said. Gloria was about that at least. She elbowed Gramps. Besides, Gloria only said that because she wanted you for herself. Gold dang, Graham said. He pulled into a rest stop along the Ohio Turnpike. He wanted to check the map. I don't think we'll get lost on the Ohio Turnpike, I said. It's one long straight road that goes straight across Ohio. I did not want to stop. Rush, 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 said the wind, the sky, the clouds, the trees. Rush, rush, rush. Well there, chickabiddy. I only want to be sure, Gramps said. If all he wanted to do was check the map, that seemed safe enough and quick enough for him to do. My grandparents get into trouble as easily as a fly can land on a watermelon. 3 years ago, when they drove to Florida, they were stopped by the police for driving in their underwear. Their air conditioning had completely fizzed and pooped, my grandfather explained. They were hot. 2 years ago, when they drove to Washington, D.C., they were arrested for stealing the back tires off a senator's car. We had 2 flat spherical tires, my grandfather explained. We were only borrowing the senator's tires. We were going to return them. In Bybanks, Kentucky, you could do this. You could borrow someone's back tires and return them later, but you could not do this in Washington, D.C., and especially not to do this to a senator's car. Later that year, when Graham and Gramps drove to Philadelphia, they were stopped by the police for irresponsible driving. You were driving on the shoulder, a policeman told Graham and Gramps. Shoulder? I thought it was an extra lane. Look how smooth it is, and you don't get nice smooth shoulders like this back in Kentucky. That's a mighty fine shoulder. So there we were, just a few hours into our trip, out to Lewiston, Idaho, and we were safely stopped in a rest area. We were quickly checking the map. Quietly and safely and quickly checking the map. Then Gramps noticed the back end of a woman leaning over the fender of a car parked next to the water fountain. The woman was peering at her engine and dabbing a white handkerchief at the various greasy inside. Excuse me, Gramps said gently. I believe I see a lady in some distress. And off he marched to her rescue. Graham sat there, patting her knees and singing, Oh, meet me in the tulips, when the tulips do bloom. The lady's white handkerchief, now spotted with black grease, dangled from her fingertips. She smiled down at the back of Gramps, who had taken her place, leaning over the engine. Might be the car bust or Ator, he said, or maybe not. He tapped a few hoses. Maybe because might be these dang snakes, he said. Oh my, the woman said. Snakes in my engine? Gramps wiggled a hose. This is what I call a snake, he said. Oh, I see, said the woman. And you think it might be those snakes? That might be the problem? Maybe so, Gramps said. He pulled onto one, and it came loose. See there, he said. It's off. Well, yes, but you... Dang snakes, Gramps said. He pulled another one. It came loose. Looky there, he said. Another one. The woman smiled a thin little, worried smile. But 2 hours later, there was not a single snake attached to anything in which it was supposed to be attached. The car buster lay dismantled on the ground. Various other pieces of the woman's car engine were scattered here and there. The woman was in the phone booth. Gramps was still pulling things out of the engine. I was lying in the grass, praying to a sugar maple tree, listening to its response. Rush, hurry, rush. The tree's mapley smell reminded me of Bybanks, Kentucky. Graham was singing about the tulips. We had left home 6 hours earlier, and we were now precisely 82 miles along our 2,000-mile journey. Let's get there in time, I prayed, and don't let you get in an accident and let my mother come home. Don't get in an accident and let my mother come home with us. At last, the woman with the dismantled car engine called a mechanic, who took one look at the pieces of her engine lying on the ground and said, You have a credit card? Yes, she said. Gramps pulled out his wallet. If you need some cash. Oh, thank you, she said. That's very kind of you, but I'm all set. Thank you for she looked around at all the pieces of her car. For everything. I'm sure you have to be on your way. And once Gramps was satisfied that the mechanic was an honest man who might actually be able to repair the car, he started on our trip again. Salamanca, Grandma said. Tell us more about Phoebe, I said. Phoebe Winterbottom. Yes, that's right, Graham said. Phoebe. Hope you guys enjoyed this chapter. If you guys did too, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys.